We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A first carry for Najee Harris. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run. The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean. They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they? They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return. Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs? Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. They'll roll him out right. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Here's 2nd and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33. From the gun, it's Taylor. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. No score after 1 on EA Sports. First and 10, Taylor now. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Taylor. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal, Burrow. He'll buy some time right. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of his end zone, Fitzpatrick. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
And And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Boswell for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fast.
Now Burrow loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. On 2nd and goal, Fitzpatrick. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Najee Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Nice play there by Shaq Barrett, and he was always going to be hard-pressed to match his 2019 output, where his 19.5 sacks led the NFL. But still in 2020, he put 8 on the board and remains a key cog in the Buccaneers defense.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Burrow looking to pass. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And that nearly intercepted. Like a free safety roaming into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Burrow on play action. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And the Rams are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick.
Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Fitzpatrick again. Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 28-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Rams are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick.
Right back to Waddle, and this time he's got it.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physical. quickly. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Again, it's Fitzpatrick. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Fitzpatrick to throw it.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Fitzpatrick on first down. Touchdown, Rams. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Rams are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in by Green here.
A.J. Green makes a nice catch for a 1st down wearing that familiar number 18. But the uniform, a little bit unfamiliar. He did spend 9 seasons in Cincinnati, was their 2nd all-time leading receiver behind Chad Johnson before heading out west to join the Cardinals.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Washington. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
7 yards the pickup there. 2nd down and 3. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Rams are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Fitzpatrick here to throw.
Another catch there for Waddle.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Boswell for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They go play action with Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Green.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Throwing here, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick, that is caught inside the 5. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. They'll try and run with Harris, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point now by Boswell. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. as well now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Well, in this one, Paul, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for L.A., that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.